Hey guys, this is just a quick check-in for where things are standing currently with the facial rig. So right now I only have this right side here done, but it's just to give you an idea of some of the stuff I've been researching on how to achieve the look we're going for. Fortunately, right now it's still pretty ugly looking, but it's just kind of to test how some of these shapes are going to be deformed. But currently, the difference between the version I showed you last week and the version I'm showing you currently is that instead of having just one plane represent the entire eye, now I have the pupil being separated out, as well as the upper brow and eyelids. I give him a little cheek thing I haven't built a texture for yet, but it's just to give you an idea of it. Really is just to kind of simplify how we build the textures for the different parts of the face. And I think this will also make it a little bit easier to deform later on as well. Just give it a little cleaner look. Uh, Currently it's not there, but that's something that I can achieve if I dedicate the time forward. The thing I wanted to clear with you, however, was I did find another solution that another artist has done on the internet that I really like, and I think it's a really good solution. However, it's complicated. So, this is just a quick idea of where it's at. I'll mute the music there. But basically, what this artist has done is he's used a node called the Mesh node, and it's used generally for like graphic design work where he's just instancing one shape and then creating a script to tell that shape how to react to certain commands. That, as you can see, it makes a really cool kind of 2D effect, but it will take a while for me to get the same results that he has achieved. I can give you a quick show of what I've done in that regard. So I'll just save this here real quick. All right, and now this is just a really down and dirty demo, so hopefully this gives you just a rough idea of how it works. But essentially what he's doing is he puts this node here called the Mesh node, and he's assigning that to a single polygonal surface, which is being instanced many times and manipulated using kind of a big array of nodes. So just to get this kind of linear effect, I'm setting up a couple networks to get that done. And it doesn't control Z back very well, unfortunately, so you don't have that pretty look that we had there originally now. But as volatile as it's kind of looking now, you can kind of see how it performs when you change certain factors on it, and just gives you an idea of how that solution can be viable. But in order for me to actually get this working, what I will need to do is actually go through and write my own code for how each one of these instances interacts with one of these controls. So that's going to be complicated. I'm going to have to do some research on it. But it just gives you, this is just a possible route we can take it depending on the time frame you are looking to have this completed in. Although I think this one would be better, but it will take me a while to research before I can get anything back to an animator in that sense. And even still with the version that I can say I'm more confident in, it does have its drawbacks in terms of time issues as well. So I'll just open that guy back up and try to show you a little bit more of the process. So in order to set up a piece of, so basically I'm just putting a piece of geometry and binding it to the surface of the face. So if I go over here and move around one of these controls, it will follow this surface no matter what, basically. And even though that seems pretty simple, it's got a pretty good list of steps that you have to go through in order to get that working properly. And you can also see that the mouth texture has stopped working. That's something that I am going to have to figure out exactly why that happens. Let's see if it fixes this time. Yeah, so the generate preview button kind of goes off when you tile the textures on so that you can move it around in UV space and give you an idea of that. You're basically just moving this shell between different grids with different textures on it. So each one of these planes that I've placed on the face just has something like this drawn on. Real simple, real down and dirty at the moment, and we can make it prettier once you decide this is the route you'd like to go. But it's just going to be some experimenting on how to give us those results to get the look that you want to achieve. So that's an option. I'll say that's option 1. And option 2, we can try to play around with the mesh network to get something. No, we don't care about that guy. Something like this. So just message me back on which route you'd like me to go. Like I said earlier, something that would really help out is if we can kind of work together on designing the illustrations for the textures. Right now, super simple stuff, so I hope you don't take that into huge consideration when you're judging the first option, because it definitely can look a lot better, but it's just kind of getting the theory down, and from there we'll move forward.